friends, Paul here in the RoJoBe Music Workshop, and welcome to part 6 of the double neck guitar humbucker pickup upgrade project. Okay, so in the previous episode you will have seen that I was wax potting the humbucker for the bass side because we were having microphonic pickup issues. And this is the next day, so I've installed the pickup back in, and I've kind of, just grab my glasses, I've kind of completed the wiring inside and got it all tidied up and zip tied or cable tied in place. The only problem I've got really is the earth wire for the bass side is a little bit short and a little bit tight, but I can work with it, it's fine. It's not going to be a problem. Okay, so let me just put it down there. Okay, so let me get the camera set up so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, how's that? That's not too bad. Okay, so wax potted the humbucker, left it overnight to set. I've got it all installed back in. Oh dear. Okay, so I'm going to plug in the is the amp plugged in? Yes, the amp's plugged in. Okay, so plug in the amp to the jack, switch on, and proper loud. Okay, so the humbucker is still working perfectly well, and now, I'll be perfectly honest, it's still doing it a little bit. It's still slightly microphonic, but it is much, much better than it was before. So it has worked. Wax potting this humbucker has worked. It's kind of solved the problem, I would say 90%. It's still doing it a little bit, but it's nowhere near as bad as it was before. And I can live with that. It's really not too bad at all. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Quite happy, you know. It's not solved at 100%, but I would say 90%. It's 90% better than it was. So yeah, I'm quite happy to live with that. So let me just switch the amp off, unplug. Okay, I did, one second, I did also fit these Faraday cages that I'd made inside to see if that made any difference, and it really didn't. And once those were in, you could see them through the sound holes, which was not ideal, it looked a bit ugly. So as they weren't actually making any difference, I took them back out. I'm not going to put those in. So that part of it really is done. So now it's time to start reassembling. Oh, let's not lose that. That's come off of one of the bridges. I'll just put that to one side. Okay, so let me actually just zoom in a little bit. Whoa. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, so that's the back panel. I'm just going to put that to one side so I don't damage that. Okay, so I'm going to start by putting the bridges on. Okay, so I need the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 screws for the bass bridge. That's not working very well. Okay, Okay, so on both of these I've got the earth wire coming through, which will be basically trapped underneath the bridge. So I've just got a little bit of tape holding it in place. Okay, so let me I'm just going to coil that round a bit so that we know we've got good contact, particularly with the bass one. Okay, should be good. Just double check. Okay, let me just check everything's running all right. Okay, and time, plenty of time. Okay, so going to put the bass bridge on first. Just want to make sure that earth wire is definitely going to make contact. I think we're good. Okay, so put the first couple of screws in just to line it up. Just double check again that earth wire is making contact. Okay, seems good. Okay, so here we are again at the assembly stage, which I've said a few times before is, you know, quite an exciting part of any instrument build, or, you know, any major work to be done to an instrument. This is a nice part of the job when we get to reassemble everything. Okay, is that stuck on there? That's annoying. Okay. Right, so get all the screws in first before I tighten them. So this is basically the penultimate video or episode before the final sound demo. So I may not finish all the reassembly during this video. So once I've got it reassembled, it will then be a case of setting it up, string height, intonation, and also the height of the humbuckers underneath the strings. I need to set it all up before, you know, before I do an actual sound demo, which again I won't be doing personally because I'm no guitarist. So I've asked one of my teachers to help with doing the sound demo, and he's quite happy to. He actually did it the last time, but you know, I wasn't happy with the result of this, so that's why obviously all this is being redone. Let me use a different screwdriver. That's the wrong one. That's better. I'm leaving the back off for now, just in case I need to do anything inside. That will probably be the last thing that goes on. Right, double check they're all nice and tight. Actually, I think what I'm going to do one side at a time. So I'm just going to do the bass side first, and then hopefully you'll be able to see the whole process of what I'm doing, and then it'll be exactly the same for the 6-string side. So rather than putting both bridges on, then both sets of strings, etc., etc., I'll just concentrate on one side at a time. And I'm starting with the bass because that's the one that's, you know, obviously giving me the problems. So you know, I want to get that all set up, make sure it's working properly before I, you know, go any further. I'm sure it's all going to be fine. As I said, that, you know, this wax potting worked, you know, to an extent, like 90%, which is enough for my my standards. Maybe not for everyone's, but there you go. To be honest, I'm fed up with dealing with it. You know, I just want to get it finished. So I've got to try and untangle all these strings first. Okay, so let's start with the thinnest one. Okay, so that goes over this side. So I'll get all the strings in first, then I'll turn it around and do them at the headstock end. Okay, that's one. And what's the next one? Is that one? Yes. Two. Next one. Is that right? Yes. Three. And the last one. Me about now. And come on through. 4. Okay. Right, so that's all the strings in. Now going to turn it around and put them into the tuners. Okay. Right, so this time I'm going to start with the thickest string, which is effectively the shortest one, goes in the bottom tuner here. So I'll just put the end of the string back down into the hole. Make sure it's going all the way in, which is not right now. It's in. It's in. Is now. Okay. Right. Now carefully wind the tuner around until that's kind of taut. Let me put this neck up on a block actually, it's a bit easier. That on that side. Put another one under the other side. Okay, that's right. Right. What are we doing for time? Time goes so fast. Right, so that's the first string, or rather the fourth string. Just coming up to tension. A little bit more. Okay, almost there. Okay, that'll do for now. Okay, get the next string in. Yeah. Goes. Well, action seems really high. That's unusual. Okay, I can adjust all that anyway, that's not a problem. Oh, come on man, keep an eye on what you're doing. Okay, next one. This is all going a bit too easy. Why do I say that? Right, this one's got to go underneath that string tree, so I'll keep it under there start to wind it round. Now it's in the right position. There we go. Okay, almost there with that one. That's it. Right, next string. So this one goes under the other side of that string tree. So just make sure that's in there. Okay. Right, so that's all the strings on. So what I need to do is first is I'm going to bring the strings up to, not up to pitch, but just up to a bit of tension. And I think I'm going to adjust the string height before I do the tuning and intonation. Because if the strings are way too high, the intonation is going to be out anyway. So I'll address that first. So I'll need a small Allen key, that one there I think. Let me just check. Yeah, that's the one. Okay. Right, almost there with this string. Okay. Right, so I'll get a little bit of tension on the strings first. So not worried about tuning or pitch or anything like that. Just to get enough tension on them to adjust the string height. Okay, that should be good enough. Right, so turn it back round again, and now I need to start to adjust the string height. How can I use that block? That's that side. Okay, that's better. Right, so string height at the 12th fret on a bass should be, I mean, people will argue, but approximately 1.5 to 2 mil at the treble side and about 2 to 2.5 mil on the bass side. So let me just get my string gauge. Start with the, where are we? So I want what am I looking at? Actually, I said that wrong. About 2 mil for the treble side to about 2.5 mil for the bass side. I could already see it's way too high, so those adjusters have got to come right down, which also means I can see that the pickup will have to come down. So let me move that down first, out of the way. Okay, that's fine. Right, where's my Allen key gone? There it is. Okay, so I want about 2 mil on the treble side, and it's currently way higher than that, more like 3 mil. So that's got to come way down, which is probably more or less going to bottom it out, but there it is. Okay, let's just take that down first. Okay, so we're now sitting at sitting way too high as it happens. Okay, actually it's not too bad. It is about 2.5 mil, which is a bit high really for the treble strings, but can I get any more out of that adjustment? Let's have a look. A little bit. Okay, let's have a look at that. 2.5 mil. It is a bit high really, but adjuster has bottomed out, so there's not much I can do there. Okay, the next string should be about the same, and that's also way high, so let's drop that one right down. How are we doing for time? Not great. Okay, let me just check that. It's still too high. So again, that one's going to have to be bottomed out to the far reaches of its adjustment. And 2.25, that's not too bad. Yeah, I'll take that. Okay, so we can allow up to about 2.5 mil this side. So again, we're way high, so drop that one down. Okay. Right, how's that looking? About 2.5, so a bit more. Oh no, that's about right, isn't it? What am I talking about? Actually, it can probably come up a little bit now. I was thinking it was one of the treble ones. Let's try that. It can still come up a little bit. Yeah, that's about right. Just make sure it's even. Okay, so last string, yeah, that's way high, so we're going to take that down as well. And we're running out of time. Right. Oh, let's check that. Still a bit high. Let's try that. It's getting there, almost there. Yeah, that's about right. Okay, so zoom back out. Right, so as you can see, we're starting to put this thing back together. Started getting the string heights for the bass side. It's almost there, I've just got to tweak it a little bit more, and then I'm going to get it tuned up to pitch, adjust the intonation, and then the pickup height. And then I'm going to be doing exactly the same thing to the 6-string side. So, you know, we're running out of time for this video. I'm not going to film the rest of it. You've seen me do this before. And it's not exciting to watch. So, the next video will be the last video, and that will be the sound demo. So, I'm really looking forward to that. Hope you are too. In the meantime, please look after yourselves, look after each other, and we will see you soon. Peace out.